It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Yeah, on blast like a fully loaded Glock. Recess, no Spinelli, I'm the bully on the block. I do it all for clout. Came in the game with a linear vision, but I'm pulling off the route. I'm winning all the bouts. Superb with the flurries in the courtroom, flirting with the women in the jury. I bury the bad blood, keep the hatchet in my closet. Though little nigga running through the game like a Mario. Feel the vibe. Niggas dying in my city, but I feel alive. Even feel my presence when I'm vilified. Building ties with generals, minding my pinnacle. Alienated, I've been hiding my tentacles. Rhyming in intervals, I am identical to the greats. Burning Philly in your face. Shooting star bars, I'm equivalent to babes. Do your research, Curtis Blow, I'm giving them the breaks. Settle the score like Lauryn Hill, Robert Glasper, I'm the master. New chapter like the Raptors, finally filling up the rafters. I got greatness in my follicles, dawg. Throw a TV at you niggas like I'm Prodigy, dawg. My pops just called, told me I'm black and did it in orderly fashion. This rap shit is my passion. I swing a sword, how you kneeling like Kaepernick. I pray to God I ain't losing my apathy. I better cross like Nas, I'm adamant. Looking for management. Lately I'm panicking. Feeling so frantic. I just want my time in the limelight between cough syrup and car crashes. Could've died twice. Took a pause for the cause. I've been contemplating. Should I put the pause on my boss manifesto? Money took my confidence, my head low. Now I got these rappers on silent like a strepto. Willie Esco, maximizing on my threshold. Still the best though. North, south, east to west coast. Anybody you compare me to, I'm bound to get them gone. I be hosting your demise like Jenny Jones.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well today on this Tuesday afternoon going into the evening. Y'all know the previous video that we did, we just talked about Ab-Soul kind of popping out after all of the dust has settled on the Royal Rumble that happened a couple weeks ago and went all the way into the early aughts of last week. After everybody went home, put their weapons up, tucked their kids in the bed, you know what I'm saying, ate a meal with their wives and families, Ab-Soul decided to say, yeah, nigga, what's up? When everybody was already gone. All right, if you've already seen that video, then you would already know I was not a fan of that record. I was not a fan of how Ab-Soul orchestrated that. I was not a fan of him fighting at no opponent. Okay, I thought it was cool that he kind of gave us a little background on his history with Joey, Pro Era, Cinematic Music Group, Smokers Club, all that stuff. That's great. But honestly, we could have done without it. All right. Also, in the beginning of the record, he made a reference to chopped cheese and then he said chop chop. I told y'all Chapo was going to take that serious because outside of that, I mean, it seems too much of a coincidence for him to not be throwing a shot at Chapo. Like, I'm going to throw a shot in your direction, but I'm not really going to say your name like that. I'm not really going to give you much energy because most people out here in the general public still, you know, don't know who you are like that as far as like the notoriety, because Chapo, you know, most of his career was in the background doing writing for others, playing, you know, that role. So I'm not going to give a whole lot of energy to somebody who, if I diss him and I put him on the forefront, people are just going to be curious, right? And, you know, over here on our channel, on my channel, yeah, y'all know who Chapo is. We got an interview with him. We've talked with him. You know what I'm saying? I know information that I can't even talk about now that I'm, you know, fucking with Chop. But at the same time, I knew even just throwing that chop thing in there, I said it at the end of the last video, I guarantee you, he gonna diss you. And that was without speaking to him. Well, just a few minutes have passed and Chapo has clocked into the booth and dropped another diss on Ab-Soul. This time he's taking the gloves off. He's got a new song called Soloist. Okay? Because he was baiting him. Now that he got the bait, here we are. Let's go ahead and pull it up.
Let's go. I think I touched a nerve. It's showtime and the soloist forgot his words. Crowd swim.
Not Showtime, the Soloist forgot his word. Showtime at the Apollo, you go on stage. You know, some niggas that freeze up on stage. He's basically comparing it to that off the rip. Showtime, Soloist forgot his words.
Form for the pressure that's being served. I should write it for him. That's the ghost of me. Incense and potpourri. I sense you got no coats for me. Slid into the convo, die.
All right, this nigga Chapo says shit. I should have wrote your diss for you so you could diss me. It'd have been better if you just wrote it. If I wrote it for you.
Incense and potpourri. I sense you got no coats for me. Slid into the convo, die. Praise what you used to be, but Chop gon' spit it truthfully. The hip hop spirit is well in you.
This nigga said dot praise who you used to be. He said, you ain't that nigga no more, Solo. You was that nigga 10, 12, 13 years ago. You not still that nigga. Now, I, on the surface, would disagree. I think he dropped some of his best music in the last 3 years. But how he's looking today with that new shit he dropped, I ain't like it.
Spirit is well in you, but son, you just not special. Not with Mickey, not with Hippie. Even Cole would sit and agree with me. You could try and rap for infinity, you'll always be a B-tier. That's why it's easy folding them like beach chairs. The whole style shaped in an educator. Since a reason niggas think you a threat. That shit is a myth. Saying you better than anyone from the town is a stretch. Up, there he go. Just a motherfucker I was waiting for. Chop him up, wrap him up. We gon' take this plate to go. Spin on soul.
Chop him up, wrap him up. We gonna take this plate to go, nigga. Ugh. This the Chapo I was looking for last week. When Chapo came outside and he was doing the other shit, I was like, that ain't my favorite version of Chapo. I like this version. I feel like this is the guy that niggas have had some problems with out there.
Haters is a reason niggas think you a threat. That shit is a myth. Saying you better than anyone from the town is a stretch. Up, there he go. Just a motherfucker I was waiting for. Chop him up, wrap him up. We gon' take this plate to go. Spin on soul. Same way this ex used to spin on poles. Turn atheist.
No, spin on soul. Same way as X used to spin on poles. Oh my goodness, he talking about Yaris. And I don't think Yaris is actually his ex. I think they still together. But Yaris was a stripper. Then she became like a model. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. But spin on soul same way as X used to spin on poles is crazy.
Anyone from the town is a stretch. Up, there he go. Just a motherfucker I was waiting for. Chop him up, wrap him up. We gon' take this plate to go. Spin on soul. Same way this ex used to spin on poles. Turn atheist, favorite, start praying to save from me, snatching they soul. Niggas I dated, I studied they mold. They study my waves, start cracking the code. I stood in my hove. Meaning my lane, they wanted me changed, so left with the gold. Keep all the clout, I reign in the drought. The only thing I sell out of shows. Ain't hit my prime, I still got some time and a whole lot of cheese, and ain't have to pose. Really the greatest. Yeah, he was it to the shit, got updated, now I'm the latest.
Yeah, he was it to the shit, got updated. He's saying, niggas been giving you a lot of passes for having your old shit praised, but what about today?
The greatest. Yeah, he was into the shit, got updated, now I'm the latest. Once daylight wrapped up, the dark coming, that's when you niggas get cremated. And shit take me back in the old mama basement. 30 an hour for sessions, I paid it. Only 1 hour to squeeze in these verses. I'm home just rehearsing on how I'ma say it. So when I present it, you know that I meant it. You send me a feature, I recommend it. That's why to the fans like I'm so recommended. Eating these spitters for breakfast, drillers get tested. I never been bested, you don't get the message. I should've just texted them. Ain't gon' stop until I finish my breakfast. I'm a pop shit, a top spitter. Only way to stop me is if you give up 2-seater. New divas looking like some Kai Jenners. You gon' get these shots straight from the bartender. I done made the block hot and gave these niggas cold winners. Let me know when you ready.
He kind of let up a little bit at the end. He started giving general bars at the end. But that first about 60 seconds, he was kind of coming at your head. I like that joint. I like the beat choice. I like the aggression in the rap. I like that you went right at him, said his name multiple times. Now, when we start talking about baby mamas or girlfriends and stuff like that, it gets tricky. You know what I mean? I know a lot. It's always on the table. People say it's no limitations in rap disses and battles and stuff like that. I don't know how a nigga gonna take that when you start throwing out shots like that. But I like that record. I feel like out of the 3 that Chapo's dropped, this is my favorite one. He gave him his credit in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas give you your credit. You was that nigga, but not no more. He said, you studied my shit, came up with a style. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas seem, because remember, the reason why Chapo talks the way he talks to the West Coast niggas is because he spent so much time out there. He was in the studios out there. He was helping craft a lot of shit that was going on. Y'all heard them reference tracks. Y'all heard them songs that never really got to meet the light of day because of, you know, what was going on behind the scenes. We've played the music. We've played the references. We've played the stuff with Boy Wonder, vinyls, etc. of him moving around the industry, giving niggas different, you know what I mean, the blueprint. I don't know where him and Soul, I don't know if they really have a relationship. I don't know if they've been in the studio together. I can't speak to that. But I wouldn't be mad if that became a thing. But even if it does become a thing, I'm gonna need Ab-Soul to really lock in, right? Whatever that shit was you dropped earlier, bro, and anything like it, delete it. If you got anything like that on the hard drive, delete it. This is not the time. This is not the time. We got Pro Era out here and Joey going crazy. You come out swinging at the minor league game. We not doing that. Now, again, to somebody who don't know about Chapo, who may not know his background, may not know his history, they're gonna say, "Who the fuck is he? Why would Solo give him any time of day? Why would he even care? Why would he even listen to it?" Fair. If you don't know, you don't know. But again, refer back to what I said 2 minutes ago. How y'all feel? How y'all feeling? Do y'all want to see more niggas go at it? Do y'all want to see more diss records? Do y'all want to see people rekindle what we just saw 2 weeks ago and carried on for about a week? I don't know. I was definitely warned the fuck out about 4 days ago. But if niggas can rekindle the energy and make it authentic and make it, you know what I mean, stick, I wouldn't be mad. But if it's gonna be lackluster, I'd rather not. Excuse me. But I like that joint from Chapo. I think at the end he definitely went more general than direct. I wish he would have kept the energy out, or at least ended the freestyle with a couple more direct jabs to end it. He said, "Let me know when you're ready." So he's basically saying, you know, he's not emptying his clip on Soul just yet. Not completely. Because at this point, Soul hasn't given him a verse or 4 to 8 bars to really let him know, like, yeah, nigga. But he definitely said that chop chop on purpose. I can't, it's too coincidental to overlook. Okay? But let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more to survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no gunner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.